to get some association involved with your website. Let's see what else. I say this is the juicy part of the website. Basically, now we're going to go into, I'm not going to use that too much. It's a professional resume. I think everyone has one. It's not, I don't think it's too important to have one on your website. They have it in here. This is the same one they've used for the past like 10 years. So nothing too much has changed on it, but you can just add all your background information, years of experience, that kind of thing. I can say though, as probably a consumer, you're not going to read about the person that you're going to be getting service from. You're going to their website to get, you know, information about housing or whatever they have, whatever you're offering. They're not going there to learn too much about you yet. So the biggest part of your website is going to be your homepage. This is the page that everyone's going to see when they first get to your website, so this needs to be the biggest place where you can capture most of their attention. Okay? And I kind of put this in just quick bullet points. These are the very basics of when you're designing this yourself. You need to keep all of these factors in mind, these 1 through 5 factors. And this is stuff that's good for the consumers and even better for Google. Because Google is going to be able to figure this stuff out too. Google is smarter than probably everyone in this room put together. So, number one, you want it very easy to read. You don't want a lot of big words. You got to remember that you're talking to people that are your consumers. Not all of them are going to be the most educated people. So you need to have everything that you're writing to be very, what is it? There you go. Easy on the eyes. You don't want a bunch of flashing pictures all over the place. They look nice. I used to do them before too, but having a lot of that flash and a bunch of high color and everything like that deteriorates or distracts the user from what they're coming to your page for. Instead of them coming to your page now to look at this information, they're caught on, you know, your big flashing banner of a for sale sign. But really they came there to learn more about short sales. So you gotta really keep in mind what images you put on there and think of everything as a consumer point of view. If you're going to a website, what are you going there for and what don't you want to see? What you don't want to see, the less you have that on your website, the more results you're going to get. Okay? Like I said, not too wordy. Everything that you want needs to be very relevant to your site. Basically what I mean by that is you want everything kind of short and brief, clean, free-flowing. You want everything basically to the point. You don't want to have a big explanation of what, like, my #1 bank repo search, click here to start search. You don't want to have that link saying my #1 bank repo search is the best bank repo search there is available, it's absolutely free, da, da, da. You don't want all that. You just need it to the point. Everyone can read that in a second and they know what it's going to do. They already know that it's the best bank repo search there is, and click here to start. You're going to want a lot of those words, click here. I know it's kind of a cliche, but they work. So you're going to want to have those click here links. Like I said, they have about 10 seconds before they go back to the site they came from. Alright, now we wanted to get to SEO. Okay, SEO is search engine optimization, and the biggest one out there is Google. Right, everyone wants to be on Google, and the way everyone tries to get on Google is the hardest way. Okay, the easiest way to get on Google, okay, first thing that Google looks at when you go to a website is your domain name. So to Google, they have really complicated algorithms for this, but if you're trying to brand GeorgeDiaz.com, but your entire website is about real estate, how big of a contradiction is that? Because Google's going to look, this is GeorgeDiaz.com, but everything on his website is about buying and selling homes. So that right there is going to knock you down on points for getting ranked with Google. So if you want to brand yourself, then I wouldn't suggest doing it. It's a little bit harder to do that. Actually, a lot harder. But I would have something with, you know, GeorgeDiazHomes.com or something to that effect. You want something relevant to what your website is about and what you do. So because your website's going to be all about real estate, you're going to want to have homes, some type of real estate small word in there pertaining to what your site's about. The next thing is all your tabs. You're gonna be able to custom create all different types of links and tabs on your pages. I've made, let me see, so I can just kind of show you a little bit. Add edit pages. Okay, these are all the separate pages I've made on my KW website. Okay, this is the first thing that's on the left-hand side. These are all these clickable links. Let me get back over here.
Are those links already set up with the information and everything, or do you have to?
Made them yourself. I made everything almost on here I made from scratch. If you looked at what a regular KW website was compared to what this is, it's totally different. You wouldn't think it's the same thing. And you guys can all do this. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But basically what you want over here, Google will read these as well. Okay, so you need to have these, whatever page that you're going to make, I call this VIP buyers. Okay, and this is for buyers that I want to get set up directly with Tempo. I get all their information like that. That's all I want this tab for. So if I click on that tab, it also is going to be up on here too. Some people make the mistake of having this tab say V Group Homes. You want that tab still to be what that page name is. You want it to be both, so that when Google reads this, they're going to go, okay, it's V Group Homes, so we know it's about homes. They're going to go, okay, VIP buyers, so it's, buyers, and then it's also access to MLS listings. So Google's going to read that, it's going to go homes, VIP buyers, I'm going to get access to MLS, and then it'll also read on here everything that pertains to what I have to say. And I probably could have done a little bit better with this, but basically this is the page that I made for VIP buyers to get information. Google is going to read this kind of like this. When Google goes to index your website, they're going to cross-reference with this, your tab, the tab right here, and everything on here. So the more you have related, the same words that are, how do I say it? The same words that are pertaining to the same thing on all of them, the better and faster your site's going to get ranked. So you can see I put VIP buyer system again, VIP access, VIP buyer, and you constantly have to keep saying the same thing over and over again. Google will pick that up. Okay. You can make this however you want. Another one that's probably a little bit better is the $8,000 tax credit. I need to change that, but this is probably a better one to use as an example. It's free $8,000 tax credit, free $8,000 tax credit. Gives some short information about it and everything that needs to get indexed with Google. So same thing with your home page. Okay, you want to have everything nice and clean layout, just like this. It doesn't have to be exact like this. And if you guys, when you guys are making your website, I would suggest referring back to my website as an example to just kind of get a feel for it. I made all of this